This is the daily dose of dopamine, and it might be our 300th episode, depending on when YouTube
I
actually.
guarantee you it's not.
I know, but we're celebrating the fact that we know we've really done 300 episodes. It's
Yes, we have.
just, that's quite an achievement.
It is. It's something
It's,
to be proud of. And I was thinking about this in terms of learning. In fact, reflecting with my kids about that. Because the lens they're going through, being middle schoolers right now, they're they're thinking about why I learn and what matters. And so I did a lot of that study, the pedagogy work of my final year in particular. And it's a lot of what goes into yes and exercise as a classroom, as it were, a learning space that we talk about the things that are needed to learn, and they really center to me on first a comfortable environment first and foremost for people to be all of who they want to be and be in a safe questioning and failing space, right? And resilient space as well. And then for the learner, it takes engagement via effort and energy. That engagement, you've got to be, for whatever reason, open your mind by saying, I'm interested, I want to learn. And then you have to put in the effort, and it has to be energetic. That's kind of my
yes, yeah.
foundation for learning.
Engagement has, it implies um, the effort. It's not a theoretic thing to be engaged. You remember that's my word for the year.
I do. I was just thinking about that. So if I heard you correctly, then you're saying to be engaged infers that there is energy. Is that what I'm hearing? Or effort? There's effort.
Effort, yes.
And
And
and and then within that, then the question becomes, okay, let's say it assumes some level of effort. Is effort scalable? Can we talk about higher or lower, greater or
sure,
worse levels of effort,
sure,
right?
sure.
That's where I think I would add the distinction of energy, because you can say yes, effort is inherent. However, the energy you bring to that effort to raise or lower it,
Yes.
that's going to make a difference in the result, I think.
Oh, sure, for sure, for sure.
I think that's an
Yeah.
important part of, and you heard me do this the other day with a couple of newcomers, kind of take them a little bit to task about the importance of that dance number when we start. I mean, the song, right? What
Yeah.
did you hear and feel, and what do you think about the importance of the song to start our class?
Oh, for me, it's huge, and in particular, it's the lyrics that are huge. I All the songs that I've nominated have meaning, and I always go to the internet and look up the lyrics before I nominate a song. I want to make sure that my take is the right one. So that's actually me being engaged in the process and me putting some effort and energy into a sincere desire to have that song play for some reason that fits with what we're doing. I I don't know if you saw something with people who maybe were kept their screen off or were whatever
No, there was a newcomer who was clearly not engaged, looked to be maybe looking down at his phone. Um, and I have to really fight back some pieces of me that get a little irritated by that. Because I know, like in a classroom, if I'm teaching a class and somebody's doing that, I have let students have it for that. I
yeah,
find that extraordinarily rude.
yeah.
And it's not about because you're being disrespectful to me, the teacher. It's about you're not engaged in the possibility of learning right now. You might be holding back exactly what this group needs.
And I that was my takeaway from what you said.
Yeah,
Uh, that if your message was about us, it didn't feel like it was directed at an individual.
you're right. Because, yeah, and the collective is, just as I said that, I think the old school model of sage on the stage was, how dare you do this to me? I am the leader of this classroom. It's not that.
Yeah.
I so love the opportunity of what we're about to do and honor each one of you that I want to protect the space. That's what I'm protecting, not what I created, what
And,
we.
and those of us who dance and feel and are changed by moving, which is everybody. I mean, we all end up moving in some way or another in a chair or on our feet or around the room, whatever. Um, the purpose that you bring, the intention that you bring for us to get up and move, it does help bring us together as a group. it really does. And then it's so cool that you ask for some input about that song. What, you know, the person who nominated it, why did why did that song speak to you? And then it becomes quite intimate at that point.
It does. It sets the tone. You're right. I love the word intimate too. It sets the tone. And what I don't know and why it's so important to me, I don't know how it's going to affect you. It might have a huge effect to somebody, or it might just be a skip across the surface. There's no right or wrong. What it does is it puts us on a level playing field of agreement. I heard a song. It had this effect. I, at minimum, responded physically to it. And there we go. It's
And
it's
it's
kind of
quite
one of the most.
different one from the next. Our own responses vary a lot.
Yes, that's right. And we better leave it there. I do have some thoughts on learning though. So I'll see you on the
Okay.
next Daily Dose.
Okay.